You know, I just can't believe that despite the fact the whole world seems to have gone to hell lately, that there's just no way back. I mean, okay, the world is polluted, it's noisy, and the Amazon is still on fire. But come on! There's got to be some way that we can mobilise all the good in humanity. We just need a way to find it.
You're right. We need something that everyone can get behind. We need... a symbol.
Someone who appeals to the best nature in all of us.
Someone good.
Someone decent.
Acid rain. Climate change. International politics. These are all bad for your health. But the Bad Think Mechanic YouTube channel is not. Please subscribe and click the bell icon for more entertainment. Thank you. This is a cat. His name is Finley. He is not big, but he is a cat who is big. This is big. He is a cat who is big, and his name is Big. And that is why he is named Big the Cat. Big the Cat made his first appearance in Sonic Adventure 1, and due to reasons that we just don't understand, Sega decided to use him to promote their line of fishing games and products. Big's entire gameplay loop in Sonic Adventure was designed in order to try and sell more copies of Sega Bass Fishing. And if you're not familiar with that game, it's a survival horror 3D beat-em-up VR game. On ice. Most excellent. But due to the decision to make his gameplay fishing related, and the fact he's not the most coherent of characters,
What?
he's become the brunt of all the jokes and ridicule. Even now, years later. This is still the typical fan reaction to Big the Cat. It's hard to deny, Big's gameplay is slow, and believe it or not, some people don't find fishing exciting. I know! But in a game where you first smash robots and then dig for Chaos Emeralds, fishing is quite a hard sell. For some people, big stages are the most boring stages in all of Sonic Adventure. Nothing else comes close. We call those people goblins. They say it's boring, and nothing gets close to how boring it is. Nothing. 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 This egg still isn't hatching. But with the help of the world's most powerful supercomputers, and utilising the awesome power of super science and wizardry, have definitive proof that Big the Cat is in fact the best character, not only in that game, but in the whole series. Let me start by presenting you with a question. Is a character poorly written if his gameplay isn't very good? Ha ha ha! Let me put it another way. Take a critically acclaimed character from something that you can repeat fairly easily, like a play, or a movie, or a TV show. The script is the source material for that story. Now look at the media in which they're presented, which is considered critically good or has a significant culture interest. Now imagine that story gets retold or remade. Suppose that performance isn't good or lacks in some way. Does that mean the characters that all appear in that are suddenly bad? Not really. Oh my god, guys, you see this? You see this character? This character right here? This is Tybalt Capulet. He is the Prince of Cats. He's quite a cool character, but say he appears in an adaptation in which Romeo is actually an alien, and everybody who goes to see it absolutely hates it. Does that mean that Tybalt is now a bad character? Hell no, it doesn't mean that. You see, the source material never changes, but the execution of it does.
Meanwhile, in the Chow Garden...
So now let's look at Big, and you're probably wondering why your mother recommends characters like Big the Cat. They're like a good bra. It's just the way they make you feel. Let's look at his source material, not in terms of gameplay, but as a character. How do we first encounter Big? Just what is he doing? The simplest description is that Big the Cat lives life carefree in a tropical paradise, and as a consequence, he's become a bit unfit. He doesn't look like he can move very fast or do some of the extreme stunts that we've seen other characters in the game do so far. To add on top of this, he doesn't have great communication skills, he mumbles and often slurs his words, he's a very slow speaker.
You're looking kinda weird, good buddy.
In fact, each of these traits could be seen as a highly negative aspect to have. But what's the reason for him to get involved in the game itself? His best friend, Froggy. A tiny little frog, completely defenseless, goes missing, is kidnapped and put in danger. So what does Big do? He gives up everything he's ever known. He gives up his paradise in the tropics, his carefree lifestyle, his favourite hobby. He gives it all up to go on a dangerous, exhausting mission. A mission which will see him fighting killer robots and an ancient god of destruction. Does this sound like the actions of a negative or bad character? Or a character who deserves to be shunned? How about this? Unlike nearly every other character in the game, with the exception of maybe Amy, Big has no combat experience, he has no superpowers, he has no advanced gadgets, he just uses what he knows. Fishing equipment! And he fights killer robots, a god of destruction, a deranged scientist with an IQ of over 300 who laughs manically.
Silence!
And how do some Sonic fans react to him?
Oh, for fuck!
The actions and the journey he takes is far from easy. He battles robots, monsters, and goes out into the wide world, something that he doesn't seem up until now to have done before, or at least very often. That's brave, and his actions are quite strong. One might even say heroic. So let's now talk about his communication skills.
Think I'll see what's behind this door.
He mumbles and is a bit slow with his speech. Yet, he's able to make several new eccentric friends by the end of the game. Have you ever been in a social situation with people who have big personalities? It's not easy to fit in. But Big does it. Some people say that Sonic and Tails' interactions are the story of friendship, but what about Big? His is a story of friendship, of loyalty, of what it means to be a true hero, without powers or armor, or a very big ball of string. He picks up his fishing rod and just goes out into the dangerous world to save his best friend's life. Upon completion of the game, what personal benefits does Big actually get? He gets nothing. He gains nothing from this quest other than the knowledge that his friend is safe. Even Gamma the robot has a better outcome. He's been made free of Eggman's control and has been reunited with his family. Even when Gamma was still a robot, he learnt to feel compassion and empathy for lesser creatures, mainly thanks to Amy. Big, on the other hand, gets nothing beneficial from the quest other than his friend back at his side. He suffers no major benefit to his life or his lifestyle, nor does he manage to impose any rule change or impose a new system of belief or thought over the society, or over another single character. Even Amy has more influence over the other characters in the game by teaching Gamma empathy and compassion, which in return lets her out of the jail cell. He's the ultimate hero, in that he faces truly impossible odds to save an innocent lesser life. And he succeeds! And he celebrates by climbing a temple and getting his groove on. And some people find this character boring.
Meanwhile, in the Chow Garden,
So now let's look at Sonic Heroes. Big returns and he's on Team Rose. Let's look at the motivations of everybody on his team. Amy. I want to marry Sonic! Cream.
This weird alien creature I kinda hang out with that's got a god of destruction watching over it has sort of wandered off.
Big.
Froggy's gone missing. Come on, guys, get stuff together. Let's go.
As in Sonic Adventure, Big's motivations are friendship, but his role has improved. He's now acting also as a protector, a bodyguard of sorts. In fact, there's a cutscene where Team Rose interacts with Team Chaotix. And what happens when Vector insults Amy? Big steps forward, and with a very deep voice says,
It's not nice to tease my friends.
in other words,
Who do you think you're talking to? I don't like schoolyard bullies. Do you know who I am? I'll tell you who I am. I'm the goddamn Big the Cat, man.
and sure enough, in the next scene, the next bit of gameplay, he's kicking the Chaotix arse, and all he has is a fishing rod. Moving on to Sonic Chronicles, it's not a very good game, but we have to look at it because it's actually one of those games where Big the Cat really shines. When we first see Big, he's fishing in a swamp when his friends need help to get through the poison gas. Who decides to help them? Big! Nobody else is strong enough to get through the poison gas. Big's got no reason to join them. He doesn't have any reason to join them. The only reason he has is because he sees that his friends need his help. Just about every other character in the game acts for their own means or goal. Not Big, he acts for the benefit and safety of his friends, by walking through poison gas to get to them. Furthermore, he offers free hugs. Even if you don't have him in your party, he always enters the dialogue when things seem bad, and he does his best to try and help everyone out with a hug. This character may not seem smart and may not have the best communication skills, but he has a rather unrivaled ability to recognise when people need uplifting, and helps the only way he knows how to. He shows not just physical strength and loyalty, but also emotional empathy. That's rare in Sonic games.
Meanwhile, in the Chow Garden,
You know, I have a theory. You know how sometimes you get up on Monday, head off to work or college or university, and everybody looks sad, depressed, and they just seem to be feeling down. Those people spent the weekend trying to get all the emblems in the Chow Garden. It's kind of sad that so many people would just put themselves through that repetitive, whoa, wait a minute, what the hell is that? Big the Cat is playing a form of chicken with the gun truck, and he's winning! He then breaks into a military base so he can fish whilst it blows up all around him. And does he care? Headcanon this! The only reason you do well in Sonic Adventure 2 is because Big the Cat is secretly undermining all the enemies by sabotaging their plans and watching it fail from the sidelines. The headcanon, Sonic would lose in Sonic Adventure 2 if it wasn't for undercover Big silently pulling all the strings and sabotaging Team Dark's plans. And is that Sonic Runners? Big isn't gonna do anything. Did he just do M. Bison's Psycho Crusher? Big the Cat can perform a Psycho Crusher! No, I won't check if all the other characters in his character type class can also do it. Big can do a Psycho Crusher. There is actual video proof.
meanwhile, in the Chow Garden,
Oh. Well, at least something's actually happening now. In conclusion, for those of you who realised I wasn't taking this video so seriously and haven't yet clicked off in disgust, Big the Cat is an awesome character. Don't let his voice or fishing gameplay put you off. This has been proved definitively by me using science and wizardry. Now, I look forward to the people who took this video too seriously posting in the comments. See you next time! Hey guys, if you enjoyed this little light-hearted, silly look at Big the Cat and how awesome he is, but in all seriousness, Big the Cat is pretty damn awesome, please click that like and subscribe button, and don't forget the bell notification icon, because YouTube. The videos I do just wouldn't be possible without the awesome support from my Patreon and Coffee donators. If you'd like to join Team Awesome, please check out the links in the video description. Patreon supporters get early access to videos, as well as other thank you perks. Otherwise, feel free to share the video on places like Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. And don't forget, you can continue the adventures by following me on Twitter. But most of all, just thank you for taking the time out to watch and enjoy this video. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you.